or lysosome. And City Hall is nucleus, of course, because that is the command center, no? Coordinating all the activities. When we say storage tanks class, no, it says food, water, food. So that the best answer for that is vacuole. When we say gate, again, goes in and out. It chooses what goes in. It should not be cell wall. But for those who answered cell wall all or cell membrane, I did consider. But the best answer for this one is cell membrane. I hope that is clear. Sorry, class, giubod ko. Okay, para lang makuha na to. This one is actually very simple, but most of you were confused, no? So you have to just look at these words here, and it's up to you where to sort it, no? So say, for example, animal cell, plant cell. So how are they alike? Of course, they have both of the plant and animal cells have nucleus, mitochondria, they have ribosomes, they have cell membrane, DNA, they can do both cellular respiration because given that they all have mitochondria, they all have cytoplasm, and all of them are eukaryotic. So if this is your plant cell, of course, what is unique in the plant is that it can do photosynthesis, chloroplast, and more squarish, it has a cell wall, right? And when we say for the animal cell, then you can put that it's more on the circular, okay, more and cannot do photosynthesis. So that's how simple it is. I just want you to be aware of that. Okay. So any question regarding the result? Wala na? Okay, good. So what are we going to do today is that we are going to have a review first of the sessions that we did. So if you're going to go to the Moodle, you have your cell cycle mitosis, and then this is your mode B that I was telling you about this one, right? So I want everyone to be aware that there is a submission of the task. For the session 1, I'm not going to check na lang the check your understanding because very few were able to pass. Okay, let's just have your oral graded recitation for this morning. And then we going to this, okay? This is about the stages of the cell cycle. So I hope that everyone was able to view this video because our review is about this session 1 and session 2. So this is about the review or the regulation of the cell cycle. Okay, so again, we will have a checking of understanding about the session 1 and session 2. And then if we still have time, we will proceed to the regulation of the cell cycle and describe the role of apoptosis in the life cycle. Okay, so let's have a recap. Okay, what are we going to do in the recap is that I'm going to call someone and then you answer. Of course, you will have a chance to like say, Ma'am, ako ang mo answer ana if someone that I will call cannot answer. Okay? Sige. So let's have a brief recap of session 1 and 2 so that I will know if you understand what has been discussed in session 1 and session 2. Okay. If you guys still remember in session 1, okay, mugo back ta sa cell organelles, di ba? I said that one of the main purpose of the main job of the cell is to grow and development. Okay, and that is because of our genetic material. So what is the genetic material? Meaning that is the DNA. Okay, right? The DNA, which stands as the deoxyribose nucleic acid. Okay, where can it be found? Diba? We discussed about in our protein synthesis, and the genetic material is found inside our nucleus, no, being the eukaryotic cell. Now, where is it found specifically in the nucleus? In the nucleoplasm. So you can see here the DNA, the double helix. Okay, so our DNA class will be in a different appearance depending on the stage. No? So we will emphasize that one today. Okay, so let's go first here. I did already discuss this, the genetic appearance. Okay, here in the first diagram, So I'd like to call Mr. Abadia. Okay. So Abadia, if the genetic appearance is still in this form, like loosely arranged, no? So what is that be? If like it's loosely arranged, the condensed pa siya. What is that? What do you call that one? Abadia.
Chromatin, ma'am.
Chromatin. Very good. And when the chromatin is become condensed, it will now become this one.
Chromosomes.
Chromosome. Very good, Abadia. Now, I'd like to call Mr. Abarquez. Abarquez, let's take a look here. What do you call this part of the chromosome?
Telomere, ma'am.
Telomere. And then followed by the center?
Centromere.
Centromere. Okay, and then this is again a?
Telomere.
Telomere. So remember that this one strand is two sister
Chromatids.
chromatids, and this one here is
Kinetochore.
kinetochore. Remember that the kinetochore is the side where the point of attachment of this blue line. What is this blue line?
Spindle fiber.
Spindle fiber. Okay, good. Now, what, Mr. Aquino, what is the function of the telomere?
The function of the telomere is to prevent fusion from other chromosomes.
Yes, very good. No, para dili magpilit, especially during the cell division. So what is the function here of the kinetochore?
The function of the kinetochore is to separate the two chromatids.
In pulling, right? This is the point of anchorage. Ari mo anchor ang spindle fibers para inig-pull out, di ba? Inigbuwag. Kay kinahanglan siya buwagon, class. Kay dako kay problema kung dili magkabuwag ang sister chromatids during cell division. Very good. Thank you, Aquino. Next is, let me call Mr. Yagonia. Okay, Yagonia? Okay, what do you think is the answer for 1? Because again, our cell is divided into 2 main types, right? So 1 and 2?
Ma'am, can I answer, ma'am?
Okay, kinsa man ni?
Speaking, ma'am.
Sarmago. Yes, Sarmago.
Gamit, ma'am. Gamits.
Okay. Advance kay si Sarmago. Okay. Sarmago, 2 basic types pa kung ipagutana based on the presence of nucleus and kanang have nucleus. Advance kay si Sarmago niya ra. Sarmago.
Ma'am,
Okay.
Karat ito tayo gisulti, ma'am.
Okay. I'm asking what in the concept map that I am showing you, what do you think is the answer for 1 and 2? This is based mainly on the presence of the nucleus. Sige, tagbalik-balik.
Prokaryotic, eukaryotic, ma'am.
Sige, Sarmago. Very good. Sarmago, di ba? Kay ang presence of nucleus. Pero kabaw ko nga nagtanaw dyan ka sa video kay nakaabot na makasagamits og somatic cells. Okay. Thank you, Sarmago. Pero dili pa na mao. So, Sarmago, tanawa diri. Kini nga part. Di ba? Ang cell division sa prokaryotic, unsa ganito ngan? B and F, 2 words. Kay di ba? Lahi ang pamaagi sa cell division sa prokaryotes, lahi ang pamaagi sa eukaryotic. Di ba? Sa cell division. Kani, asexual, and it's very simple and it's very quick. And we call that, unsa gayto, Sarmago? BF?
Ma'am, mo answer yagon niya, ma'am.
Ako, ma'am.
Ma'am, ako.
Si Sarmago, simple naman gad kay ito, kay recall naman to ba? Si Sarmago, sige na, para makomplete ka.
Ma'am, ako, ma'am.
Unsa to'y question, ma'am? Ni Karat na sa ka, ma'am.
Ay, ni Karat, ako mo.
Wala na ma'am.
Hindi, ako ang end guru, ma'am.
Ako na lang, ma'am. Wala na. Next.
Atik-atik na, ma'am. Okay ba ang answer, ma'am?
Ay, sigara rak.
Sige. So, ani class, kay simple na sad kay kung 1 and 2 ra, no? So, Sarmago, ganahan ko maka-answer ka sa 3. Okay. So, ano siya? So, it is a B and F? Okay, I will answer na lang binary fission. Okay, so mago ha. Unya pa ka. Di pa ko mo
Ay,
Okay.
unya ma'am, unya lang ma'am.
Oh, taga-ati kag translator. Okay? Sige. Now, eukaryotic cell. Excuse me, class kay gisi po jud ko. Okay, 4. Okay, 5 and 6. Now, ang atuang eukaryotic cell is very sophisticated cell division. Okay, it is divided into 3 parts actually. But most books, they say 2 lang because they don't include this one. But I want to emphasize the 3, no? So the first stage, where is there is cell growth? Any one of you will answer?
Leo, ma'am.
Ako, ma'am.
Okay,
Loid.
say your name, Andre, Jared, Andre.
Rodan, ma'am. Kano.
Rodan.
4 is interphase.
Interphase. So in the interphase is subdivided into 3, right? First,
G1, ma'am, or
G1.
gap 1. Gap 1.
Yes.
And
So unsay
then,
sa G1?
ma'am,
What is happening in gap 1?
kana, take note na to na ni ma'am.
Huh?
Ay,
Very
take note ko
important.
ani, shoot.
Yes.
Limot ko.
Leo speaking, ma'am.
Sige. Still be still.
What occurs in G1, ma'am, is a duplication of organelles and also continue growth development, ma'am.
Okay, good. Padayon, Atilio. Number 6. What after G1 is?
Synthesis. S, yeah. Duplication of DNA, ma'am.
Yes. And then proceed.
G2, another phase of preparation for mitosis.
Okay, good. Klaro ha? Atilio. Done na si Atilio. Paminaw class, remember that in eukaryotic cell, there is interphase. This is the shortest or the longest part, Atilio, of the 3?
Again, ma'am?
Is this the shortest phase? Diba? Tulo man naka-phase, no? Is this the shortest phase or the longest phase?
Longest, ma'am.
Longest. Hati man ina ninyo. Longest ni kay kani anhing a part mutubo si cell preparation for making another copy of himself, no? And in that there is a cell growth, G1, no, duplication of organelles and preparation of duplication of nucleus. So that's why it takes so much time. And then here is unsa ganito? S, where is very important because the DNA must be copied exactly. If it's not exact copy, then there is something wrong. Imagine kung nasamad ka din ha, and then naay mutation sa divide sa cell, makeloid na siya actually, and then or malahi na nga kind of cell kung naay mutation, right? And then lastly is that G2. Okay, good. Now let's proceed to 8, which we call that the nuclear division, and it is of 4 phase. Okay, so I'd like to call, who wants to volunteer?
Sagrado, ma'am.
Iban speaking.
Sagrado.
Magno, ma'am.
Rodan again,
Okay,
ma'am.
Sagrado. For 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12.
Number 8 is mitosis, and then number 9 is prophase, 10 is metaphase, 11 is anaphase, and 12 is telophase.
Okay, na ako'y follow-up question, Sagrado ha. In this division, unsa man ang genetic appearance dinhi sa prophase? Meaning, you just need to answer if it's chromosome, chromatin, chromatid for the prophase.
So,
Chromatosis.
ma'am,
Sa prophase, sige, Sagrado.
sa prophase kay chromosome mo line sa center.
Prophase? Prophase man.
Camacho speaking, ma'am.
Ah,
Can I
Rodan.
volunteer, ma'am?
Camacho, wait sa Camacho. Ako na lang itong i-dan si Sagrado. Okay, Camacho, I want Camacho to... Okay. Interphase. Okay. Interphase, mitosis, right? And mitosis is PMAT. Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. So 9 is Prophase. Sige, Camacho. What is the genetic appearance here?
It's chromatin, ma'am, and they will condense and turn into chromosomes.
Okay. Klarohon ako nga musud na gani og prophase, chromosome na, ha? Okay, chromosome. Now, in metaphase, Camacho, still chromosome or chromatin? Chromatid.
Still chromosomes, ma'am.
Still chromosome. In anaphase, kay pay attention kamo tanan ha, kay atuanin ko ano, apilo na nato sa exam. So in anaphase, what is the genetic appearance now?
Since it will separate, they will now turn into sister chromatids.
Chromatids. And then in the 12,
They will unpack or unzip and turn back into chromatins.
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 Very good. Yes. Again, klaro to ha, Camacho, very good. Okay. Done. Now. Sige. Okay na mo, class. Nakasubay na mo. Kay by this time, you can picture out how does a chromosome look. If it's chromosome, it's X. If it's chromatin, how does it look like? How does it look like? Murag spaghetti,
Like that,
right? Kung
Mhm.
chromatid is the one strand. So, kana prior knowledge na sa previous discussion, okay? Klaruhan na ninyo. You have to take note in every stage the appearance of the DNA. Okay? Now, let's proceed. Okay, last. For the stage of eukaryotic cell. 13. Who will answer?
Ibanez, ma'am.
Ibanez, sige. Ibanez. 13 is the division of the cytoplasm.
Cytokinesis, ma'am.
Cytokinesis. The cytokinesis differs in animal and plant cell. So in animal cell, it will start with
Cleavage furrow.
cleavage furrow, and for the 15 here, kaning middle, we call that
Cell plate.
cell plate. Very good. So remember that class, the cytokinesis of plant and animal cell. Okay. So again, Ibanez, the difference of plant cell and animal cell cytokinesis is the manner of how is it being started. No, contractile ring and then cell plate. Okay. Next. Why is eukaryotic cell division more complex than prokaryotic cell division? Anyone? Or I will call. Okay, walay ni kuan. So Ibanez is done. Condor. Why do you think is the eukaryotic cell division more complex than prokaryotic cell division?
Hello.
Yes? Who's Condor? Yes.
Yes, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes.
Dengar ako?
Klaro kayo.
Pass na sa ko, ma'am.
Pass lang siya. Who will save? Condor.
Ma'am, ako, ma'am.
Sige.
Nemenzo,
Say
ma'am.
your name, Nemenzo. Okay, good. Nemenzo, go on.
Duplicate ang nucleus of cell organelles, ma'am.
Uy, kubaw ka tarungo. What? The eukaryotic
the
cell division is more complex than tarunga. Sige. Explain. Nauwaw nas ni Menzo. Sige, go.
The nucleus and cell organelles are duplicated.
That's why. Uy, ni Menzo.
That's why
It is.
madugay sila, ma'am, because they are exactly the same.
Ni Menzo, wadyo ko na satisfy sa imong answer. Class, we will practice English communication na ha. Okay, again, we are STEM 12 naman ta, grade 12. And the English communication is very helpful when you go to work. No? When you go to work, we have to practice communication skills. Okay? So even if it's bio, then we have to kind of explain. Okay? Nemenzo, again, round, retake. Eukaryotic cell division is more complex than prokaryotic cell division because
Pass lang, ma'am, kay choke pa, ma'am.
Si Brenda speaking, ma'am.
Ebrada, sige.
Ma'am, Lloyd, ma'am.
Ano man nauwa mo?
Ma'am, Roden.
Oh, Ebrada, sige go, Ebrada.
Eukaryotic cell division is more complex than prokaryotic cell division. It is because the nuclear cell organelles needs to be duplicated exactly, ma'am.
Mhm.
While the prokaryotic is just a part of its body being duplicated, ma'am. That's why it is very, very, very easy lang para nila, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I will accept that. But it should, don't forget class, that the prokaryotes don't have nucleus. Diba? The DNA is in the nucleoid region, meaning it's not encapsulated. Wala na breaking of nuclear membrane. Unlike for the eukaryotic cell, that aside from the nucleus, we have organelles to be duplicated. We have ribosomes to duplicate. The endomembrane system needs to be duplicated. So that is why it is very complex. No? It has to have exact copy of the DNA of everything. So kana ang atuang i-answer gud ha, specify the nucleus, no? The presence of the nucleus. Okay? So that was Ebrada. Okay. Now it's 10:33. Sige lang, napatay time. Now, diagram labeling ta. Okay? So, I want everyone, okay, to take a look at this diagram, and then I will call Mr. Kolo. Okay, si Kolo sabi, Kolo, I want you to take a look at this diagram and let's identify the diagram labeling. Okay, so what is this perpendicular from one another? This is, class, listen mo, ani kay apil ni sa to exam.
Spindle fibers, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, wait. Kani akong ipa-answer ni mo actually. Okay? The perpendicular to one another, kaning orange bitaw, this is centriole. Okay? The region is centrosome. Okay? Sige, Kolo, ingon ka nga, spindle fibers is actually the blue one. Okay? Claro, class? Because this is the one anchored to the chromosome. Again, unsa to yung number 1? Kani, Kolo? This is? Centriole.
Centriole, ma'am.
Centriole. Next, kini?
Spindle fibers.
Spindle fiber. This one, kaning starting to break.
Hindi ko sure, ma'am.
This is cell
Nucleus.
membrane. Oh, nucleus. Okay, nucleus. And then this one is?
Chromosome.
Chromosome. Kay X-man, di ba? So class,
Yes, ma'am.
remember, this is the nucleus that is starting to disappear ang iyang nuclear membrane. Again, centriole, spindle fibers. Okay, so, done. Done si Col. Now, balik ko ni Yagonia. Yagonia, okay ra ka? Or naay ganahan mo kuan? Naay ganahan mo volunteer for the next diagram? Demenso? Para mahuman ka?
O, kita, ma'am.
Oh,
Can you
kani.
back, ma'am?
Kani. Sige. Balik ta. What is this thing here? What is the genetic?
Kinetochore. Kinetochore.
Oh, sorry. Kani.
Kinetochore, ma'am.
Okay, kinetochore, diba? Because it is the point of attachment of the spindle fibers. Very good. Now, kaning entire thing, we call this the middle one. This is what? Number 6. The entire thing, metaphase plate.
Oh.
Okay? Metaphase plate. Class, unsa man nga stage na sa mitosis? This is metaphase na, di ba? And then kani, still in what stage?
Prophase.
Very good. Okay. Sige, ako na ning kuanon si Nimenso. Idahan na ako si Nimenso. Now, let's continue. Proceed to the next. Okay. Now, what are we having here? Oh, very easy. Okay, anyone? What is happening in this diagram?
Legara speaking, ma'am.
Vergara?
Legara, ma'am.
Okay. Ligara. Sige. Continue, Ligara.
Ang 7, ma'am, is spindle fibers. And ang 8 is chromatid.
Unsa to?
Chromatid.
Tid. Very good. Chromatid. Ha? So what stage of mitosis is this one, Ligara?
Anaphase, ma'am.
Anaphase. Very good. Ha? Timani class, basta magbuwag na gani, then that is kuan. That is anaphase. Kung gibuwagan na mo sa imuhang uyab, anaphase sa takaron. Naka makarelate, no? Being love and love in return. Lisod kayo nang mag-love ta niya, dili i-return, i-reciprocate. That's reality, class. It's okay. You can find your one true love. Now, let's proceed to 9, 10, and 11, and 12. Who will volunteer? Or I will volunteer someone. Tabungar. Sige, Tabungar. Wala.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sige. Ang di mo tingog ha, kaya akong pa-recap in nakuan. Sunod nga lesson. Sige, number 9, Tabungar. Pointing. Kani.
Nucleus, ma'am.
Okay. To be specific, I will accept nucleus, but class in the exam says nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane siya. Then number 10, awa, kita ka? This is now
Chromosomes, ma'am.
Is this chromosomes class still?
Or chromatid, ma'am.
Chromatid na ha sa telophase.
Chromatid, ma'am.
Okay, good. And then mo decondense man na siya later. Okay, number 11. Kani, blue.
Single fiber, ma'am. Spindle fiber.
Spindle fibers. Okay, and then kani, class, what are you going to answer this one? 2 daughter nuclei. Not nucleus because that is singular. Nuclei, plural. Again, what is the answer here? 2, exact copy, 2 daughter na lang. Sige, 2 daughter nuclei. Okay? Sige, we'll accept Tabungar. Next. Class, nakapalo through mo sa atuang stages. Is this helpful for you
Yes,
guys?
ma'am.
Okay, good. Next is unsa naman ta nga stage. So we're done with the interphase G1, S, and G2. We're done with the mitosis PMAT, that is prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Now, where are we in the concept map? We are in the stage of division of the what? Kani? Anyone?
Rodan, ma'am.
Rodan, yes, Rodan.
Cytokinesis, ma'am.
Cytokinesis, very good. So cytokinesis in plant cell and animal cell is different. So kaning 13, Rodan, unsa man ni siya?
Mo na katong Fisher, i-explain na si Banyas, wait.
Unsa tingan? C and F? 2 words? Starts.
Cellular fissure. Di. Iwat na.
It's okay. Sige. C and F. Kanang yung paborito
Ma'am,
kasi
Lloyd,
sa
ma'am.
babae, kung mag-blouse, niya makita.
Cleavage fissure.
Hapit na. Ay, ko, Rodan. Basta cleavage lagi, hindi makalimtan. Cleavage.
Ma'am, Lloyd, ma'am.
Cleavage furrow.
Cleavage furrow. Padayon, Rodan.
Oh my God.
Cleavage furrow. 14, kani, sa plant cell,
Remember ko, plato. Cell plate.
cell plate. Na. Timan-ina ninyo, ha? Timan-ina, Rodan. Okay? Basta gani, animal cell, cleavage furrow. Sa plant cell, that is cell plate. Okay. Now, this is the stages of cell division sa eukaryotic cell. The first thing is identify the stage of cell cycle shown in the diagram. So, identify sa A. Unsa ning B, C. This is rumpled ha. Wala ni in order. So, I want to call Mr. Yagonya balik. Or naay lain. Unya, before ni Yagonya, naay ganahan mo.
Wonder, ma'am.
Volunteer. Say your name.
Loeg, ma'am. Ma'am, this is Yagonya.
Okay, Piasan. Piasan?
Hello, ma'am.
What is the stage?
Kuan, ma'am. Anaphase. Ay, di metaphase de.
Metaphase. Ang B?
Prophase.
Prophase. Ang C?
Cytokinesis.
Ang D? Nakabo.
Telophase.
Very good. Ang E?
Anaphase.
Phase. Good job. Timaniha, by looking at the diagram right away, you can tell what is the stage. Inyong clue is ang inyong chromosome ug asa na siya dapita and then unsay iyang hitsura. Now, how are you going to arrange the letters in order? Arrange the letters in order. I'd like to call Diola.
No, ma'am.
Yes, Diola, arrange the letters in order. Starts with
B, ma'am.
B,
Then A, ma'am.
then A,
E, ma'am.
E, and
Then
then
D.
D,
Then C.
C. Very good, Diola. Next, name the important events that will happen in each stage of the cell cycle. I'll just pick which of this duha ang mo answer ani. Okay? So I'd like to call Mr. Kausin. What is the important that is going to happen in prophase, the letter B, and in the A? That is metaphase. Kausin. Is Kausin present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sige, Kausin. Sa B, which is prophase, and A, metaphase. Unsay pinaka-importante nga mahitabo first dire sa B? One, two. Still?
On, ma'am.
Okay, good. Sige, padayon.
One. The nucleus will disappear, ma'am.
The nucleus will disappear. Okay, good. And then?
The chromatin will condense into chromosome.
Okay. Okay, sige. Enough na na. Kaning sa metaphase, what will happen?
The chromosomes will line up in the middle of the cell.
Okay, the chromosome, okay, will line up in the middle of the cell. Klaro ha? And then don't forget, class, that the centrioles will proceed to the opposite poles. Na? Kita mo ni adto siya sa opposite poles, and then the spindle fibers are extending. Right? Okay. Sige, so dana si Kausin. Now, let's go to Condor. Condor, what is the important event that will happen in the anaphase and telophase? E and D. This one first.
Anaphase, ma'am. The sister chromatids sister chromosomes are pulled toward the opposite. Chromatids. Sorry, ma'am. Sister chromatids are pulled towards. They're pulled apart, ma'am. And spindle fibers begin to elongate, ma'am.
Shorten. Not elongate, shorten. Okay. And then in telophase.
In telophase, nuclear envelope begins to surround the chromosomes.
Reappearance. Reappearance. And then what happened?
And chromosomes arrive at the opposite poles, ma'am. So when they separate, they arrive at the pinaka-end na gid. And then they begin to decondense.
Okay, class, I'd like to emphasize, kung naay ni reappear, which is the nucleus, di ba? Nuclear membrane reappear, unsay mawala? Unsay mawala, Condor?
Can you repeat the question, no?
If naay ni reappear sa telophase, what will disappear?
Sa telophase, what will disappear?
Mm.
Pass.
Pass? Okay? Unsay mo disappear? I will just kuan. Ang disappear tanawa god di shorten, di disappear si spindle
Spindle fibers.
fibers. Ha? Timan ina. Okay, good. Under done. Okay. Okay. Next. Identify the appearance of genetic material in each stage of cell cycle. Duque, identify in each. So starting from B, A. Okay, isa. Sige,
In
start
B,
natin
ma'am.
order ha. Okay, sige. Sa letter
B
B,
chromosome.
B chromosome.
A still chromosome.
Chromosome.
Chromatids E.
E chromatids.
D chromatin.
Hmm.
In C, I think.
D pa. Kay
Oh.
E man pa. D.
Chromatin, ma'am.
Chromatid. And then in cytokinesis,
Chromatin.
chromatin.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, klaro ha? Klaro ha to ninyo, class. Okay, good. Guzman. What is the function of, genetic material. Kani, how is the genetic material prepared for cell division during interphase? Guzman.
Ni-replicate sila, ma'am.
Ha?
Ni-increase sila.
Ni-increase? So meaning ang imuhang 32 na-increase or unsa may laing better nga term sa increase? Genetic material ang ato ang DNA.
Replicate, ma'am.
Replicate or duplicated. What phase is that? Sa interphase.
Interphase.
What specific in interphase?
Gap 1.
Gap 1? Na, di jud ko musugutan na. Gap 1 ba to, class? Sa asa?
Gap 2, de, ma'am.
Gap 1, gap 2. Hoy, asa gi-duplicate ang interface kay mulid ni sa to ang topic sa regulation. Asa gi Save, Guzman.
Ma'am, Sir Mago speaking, ma'am.
Yes, Sir Mago.
Synthesis, ma'am.
Sa asa? Sir Mago?
Synthesis.
S phase or the S synthesis. Klaruan na, ha?
Oo, kabantay, uy.
Di ba kabantay?
Ay, hala, ma'am,
synthesis
sorry, ma'am.
din na,
Dapat
ma'am.
dyan.
Okay. Class, how is the genetic material? This is very crucial in the eukaryotic cell division, the copying of the synthesis, the copying of the DNA synthesis, the unzipping and copying. Remember sa inyong protein synthesis, katong transcription of translation, ari magsugod. No, and this is inside the nucleus. Remember that one? Ha? Okay. So si Guzman, isa to na ko padayon no. Si Luwig Magno, Manuel Nacion. Si Sarmago man naman. Mato ganina no. Theodore Villanueva, ano ko niya. Yagon niya, gamay na lang siya tatukuha. Okay. Ni happy na tamahuman. Okay, be. Follow up, be. Ang akong priority nga mo answer ani kay si Luwig. Okay, humana si Guzman ganin naman. Magno Manuel, be. Who will do and answer the summary. Okay. Ano na ta? Quiz. Interface, Magno. Summarize interface until metaphase. Magno?
Ingalog.
Okay. Naa ka, Magno?
Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Yes. Summarize chromosome appearance and location. Interface?
Murag sa interface, ma'am, kay ang appearance niya kay chromatid.
Mm.
Then,
Sulod sa nucleus or wala outside sa nucleus? Sulod pa or
napa sa sulod, ma'am.
okay, good. In prophase,
Prophase kay kanang
himo na
mahimo nang ma-disappear na ang nucleus.
nuclear membrane. And then ang appearance ay
Chromosomes.
chromosome. In metaphase,
Metaphase kay ang chromosomes line up in a single file in the middle of the cell. Then ang spindle fibers kay connected to the kinetochore of the sister chromatids.
okay, good. Thank you, Magnus. Manuel. Continue anaphase, telophase, cytokinesis. Okay. Chromosome appearance and location.
Sa anaphase, ma'am, kaya ang fiber dili na connected.
What do you call that? Chromosome? Chromatin? Chromatid?
Chromatin.
And then asa siya dapit nakaron?
Lagyo sila, ma'am.
Lagyo. Kay nagbuwag naman so lagyo na sila. Malagyo.
Sa anaphase, lagyo sila, ma'am.
Lagi ka mo ko lagyo. Dapat siya susunod sa cell, di ba? Pero lagyo. Usa man ay term dire.
Ano itong two daughter, di pa din.
Opposite poles.
Opposite pole. Bode.
Okay. And then?
Sa telophase kay mo na ning two daughters, ma'am.
Cells.
And chromatin ang chromatin.
Ba? Not yet chromatin. Not yet chromatin. Chromatid
pa.
And then?
Dali.
Cytokinesis.
Cytokinesis kay divided ng cell, ma'am.
Divided na ang cytoplasm. And then, two daughter cells na complete na ang division. And then?
Napadesan.
Ay, wala. Sige na lang, tagaan. Manuel, done na. Ha, from class, ang inyuhang kuan, please. When you take a look at the cytokinesis, remember that it's two daughter cells na and then it's separated already and then it will now be chromatin. Okay, good. Sige, let's start. I'm going to share this to your, copy the link and then answer this individually, class. Okay, I have to know if you really understand, no? Not just individually. So go to the go to the link. So what you're going to do is screenshot the entire page, because I will check this manually and send to the chat box. So this will be our quiz for this morning. Class, I hope it helps the review, okay? Because again, I cannot see if you really check the videos. Kasi naghago-hago akong put sa video. Maka-answer ratanan, maka-access ratanan. Katong wala na human sa missing sa oral participation, gamay na lang si Guzman, Louis, Nation. Actually, Nation has a very good score in, ikaw mo siguro top sa kuan. Black Horse sa Nation. Hidor Villanueva, Yagonia, you had your chance, Yagonia. Okay, I will check the scores. Yeah, very good. Sinasyon is, I think it's the highest. Yeah, 54. Very good na Sean, ha? Naghilom-hilom ra si Nation. Asa man ni si Nation? Biya ko ila-ilaw ni si Nation.
Ma'am.
Dara si Nation. Pag ka nag-answer. Yeah, congratulations. You got 54 over 60 for that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Very good, no? Thank you.
Ma'am, na-mute ka, ma'am.
I hope class the review is helpful because dili ko ganahan mo diretso ko sa regulation sa cell cycle nga wala ko ka make sure kung naamoy nasabtan because those are all recorded videos. So yeah, I hope the session is helpful to you guys and this quiz will also help you in assessing yourself, no? Your understanding of the topic. Because actually, this knowledge is very important because we get to know how cancer develops man. This is related man sa ato ang topic. Ang sunod dato is cancer man, regulation of cell cycle. Muna na ang topic nato sunod. Okay? So, after aning session na to, it's okay if you're going to stop the recording para ma-upload na ko ang video sa review so that you have reference, no, for the review for some of you who are not here. So, kinsa na nag-in charge sa recording, stop ni para ma-upload na ko ang video inikahuman sa atong session. Okay? So, if you have questions regarding the diagram, you ask me while we still have time.
Condor speaking, ma'am.
Yes.
Where